All right, welcome race fans. Tonight, IWCR takes to the tricky track of Phoenix. And they do have the open dog leg, so they will be using that. And it is running at night. So great time to tune in here tonight at MaxSpeedTV. Thanks again to iRacing for allowing us to broadcast up to the iRacing portal. And very much big thank you to Jack Davidson for making all this happen, behind the scenes stuff that he does. We appreciate it very much, Jack. I got a good friend and a fellow commentator in the booth, a colleague, as you might say, Scott Brinson. Scott, welcome.
Hey, Rudy, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Well, good. Hopefully you're feeling much better tonight than you were last night.
A little bit, but the coughing and just the normal issues are still there. But I'll be all right. I'll get through it just like I did last night.
Roger that. Okay, well...
if you try to hand it off to me at some point and I don't respond, that's what's going on. I'm probably coughing.
Okay, okay.
Oh, that only happened once last night, but you never know when that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, we hopefully you get better, brother. That's, I hate to see my friend sick.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I've been taking all my vitamins and doing everything I can as far as my eating and rest and all that. But you know how it goes with being sick.
I think they're turning, I forget now, what are they turning here tonight, 100 laps? Gosh, I don't even remember.
I just got in here, let me take a peek.
I don't even, 150.
150 laps, looks like a full fuel load, and no resets, as always, here at IWCR.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, so... But these guys know how to handle that, and I've been talking to a few of the guys beforehand. Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind maybe getting somebody down here to talk to them. I'll tell you, somebody we haven't talked to in a long time. Thomas Brandner. I'd like to talk to him, Scott, and I'm going to drag him up here.
All right.
Talk to him a little bit. Thomas Brandner, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, these guys know that they're chasing you all the time. What do you got here at Phoenix for tonight?
Well, we always got something pretty good here. It's one of my favorite tracks, and I look to be up front most of the night, and hopefully get a good qualifying. That seems to be where I struggle and have to fight my way through the field. So if we can start up front, I hope that we can stay there all night and maybe come home with a win. We need it. Not a great start to the season.
Yeah, I know that, but I have a feeling that you're going to be up there at the end of this, because I know, like you said, this is one of your favorite tracks. You do run well here, and I know you guys at RPM always come out with a great setup, and it's just going to be a matter of keeping your car clean and keeping them tires under it.
Yeah, that's a big part here. This is, it's a fast track, but it races like a short track, so you definitely want to keep your fenders on it. It's a long race on, when you're looking at the laps, it's actually pretty short. So a mistake can really put you in a hole, and it's hard to get out of it here. So we're going to hope to be up front all night. The team, again, another great car. I can't say enough about this RPM team. I'm so thankful to race for them, and for you guys, putting the show on for us tonight. So let's hope to have a good one, man. I look to be up front all night.
All right, good luck, Thomas. We'll talk to you soon.
10-4, man.
All right, one more I'd like to talk to while we got a couple of minutes here. Let me see if I can get Randall Drake in the booth. Randall Drake, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, how you doing, bud?
Well, league owner coming out here tonight. What do you got? I know you're under the RPM team as well. How are you going to run tonight?
I'm just hoping to survive, Rudy. Phoenix has never been one of my strong tracks. I'm usually always looping it out of 4. I do have a pretty good strong set tonight under the RPM team, but I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to end up. I'm hoping just to, survive, finish in the top 10.
Well, it's all going to be
the hope.
It's all going to be about the driver tonight.
Yeah, I haven't had much luck this season. I'm hoping maybe tonight I'll get a little luck on my way.
Yeah, well, you're going to be chasing a couple other teammates that have been very, very fast. I just talked to Thomas Brandner, and he feels very confident about getting up to the front. Are you going to just try to ride in the back for a while, like you said, and survive?
Yeah, I think that's, at least initially, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm not even sure if I'm going to qualify. I might just start at the back because This track is notorious for having one big wreck in the beginning, and regardless of whether it's our league or any other leagues I've run in, it's just something about this track. So there's not a lot of room out there to avoid it when it happens. So
Right.
I'm just going to kind of play safe. We got 150 laps. It's a long race.
Yeah, turn one's kind of it's a nail biter when you go in there. You're not sure if you're going to come out, if somebody's going to get into you or not. But good luck out there, Randall, and maybe we'll talk to you on the podium.
So, hey, listen, that would be great.
All right. Good luck tonight, brother.
Thanks, Rudy. Have a good night.
All right, Scott. I think these guys are pumped up and ready to go here. What do you think?
Yeah, I've been sitting here watching a little bit of practice, and it looks wild out there already.
Well, a couple of guys, if you look at the top three right there, are RPM guys. Thomas Brandner, Joe Roberts, Roger Wagner.
I think that open dog leg is going to make for some exciting TV tonight, and I think we're definitely going to see some caution flags because of that open dog leg tonight.
Could be right.
Rudy, have you had a chance to go over the points with them?
No, I did not.
All right. Well, while we got a minute here, let's run down the top 10 in the points. Bear with me if I start coughing a little bit, folks. Daniel Smallwood is your points leader coming into tonight by 4 points over Nathan Sedlick. Dalton England is back there tied for third with Jeffrey Porter. They're 5 points back. In fifth place is Thomas Keene. Zachary Miller comes into the ninth, sixth in the points. Tied for seventh is John Batista and Thomas Brandner, last year's champion. Back there in ninth position, up 19 spots after his victory last week, is Roger Wagner, and he's actually tied with Charles Grant Jr., and that'll round out your top 10 here for IWCR and the points coming into tonight.
Very good, very good. Yes, Evan, I did hopefully I got the mic issue solved today. I don't know, how does it sound now, Evan? You're listening to me the way I'm going to be broadcasting tonight. Does it sound okay? Talking to them in chat here, make sure that, because they all know that I had mic issues last night.
Well, Rudy, that's going to do it for qualifying, buddy. And here in just a minute, these boys are going to go out there and turn some laps for qualifying.
All right. Server's a little jerky tonight. I've noticed that. I don't know what's going on with that, but all right. Well, we'll step away here real quick and play our national anthem and be right back. All right, we're back. Qualifying underway here. 150 laps staring at these guys here at Phoenix tonight. And again, thank you, Scott, for helping out tonight. I appreciate it very much. And these guys, you were specifically asked, and I think these guys really like you in the booth with me.
I appreciate the opportunity to come over and call another race with you here at IWCR. Unfortunately, I wish I sounded a little better tonight, but I had no control of that.
I think you'll be all right, buddy. If you struggled through last night, I think you'll make it through tonight without any issues.
Yeah, no, last night after I walked away for a minute, I was all right once I got back. I just had to get up out of the chair. We'll get through it.
Yes, sir. We struggled through it last night with me having mic issues. We'll make it through tonight.
I got my phone next to me. If I need to call an ambulance or anything, I know the number to 911.
Okay. You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I did go to school in Florida, but they teach us that.
Okay.
Anybody that lives in Florida will get that joke.
Yeah, we've got a few of them in chat here talking about being from Florida. So we have some people from Florida.
Good deal. Good to hear. Got some fellow Floridians out there. I'm in myself.
The Mow and Go Grass Cutting Central Florida is in here.
Yeah, he's right down the road in Sanford. They're between Orlando and Daytona.
Very good. Very good.
I've actually stayed in Sanford before going to the Daytona 500.
Well, I used to give specific shout-outs to a lot of our faithful viewers here. We've actually gotten some new viewers now. Mow and Go Grass Cutting has been tuning into a lot of races here lately. Evan Roush, good to see Alex Crapser in chat. But Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood usually always tune in to watch Daniel in all the events that he runs in, so good to see them.
And him being a points leader coming in tonight, I'm sure they're coming in tonight. So how you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see them in chat. Well, get your friends and family over here to tune in to MaxSpeedTV tonight and watch this great race here. IWCR puts on some of the best Gen 6 races in iRacing, some of the best. And because there's a lot of good leagues out there that run these Gen 6s, and they do perform very well and put on great shows. But I think you're going to be in for a good treat here tonight.
Yeah, and that's about going to wrap it up qualifying, Rudy, because they're already in their driver's meeting. So whoever's qualified is qualified, and the rest will just start in the back.
Looks like we got 21 qualifiers. Just a few that did not qualify, not too many.
It looks like about 4 of them, if they all take the green.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for qualifying, and we'll run down through the grid here and get everybody accounted for. All right, starting on the pole, Galen Gidman, is that correct? Wow, we're coming in with a 25.526. Congratulations to Galen. Roger Wagner will be starting second, Jeffrey Porter third, Stephen Pearson fourth, Mr. B there at the end, and he won the Truck Series race last week. So congratulations to him for that. Joe Roberts in fifth, Thomas Keene starting sixth, Zachary Miller seventh, Nathan Sedlick eighth, Dalton England starting ninth, and Jordan Churchill starting 10th. Scott?
The points leader, Daniel Smallwood, will start 11th. Charles Grant Jr. starts back there in 12th. Andrew Ward will start 13th. Kevin Spaulding starts 14th. Thomas Brander, last season's champion, will start 15th. Eric Lambert's back there in the 16th spot. Sean Medling, 17th. Joshua Witherspoon, 18th. Brandon Kreutz, 19th. And Ross Cato rounds out the top 20. Rudy?
Logan Powers will start 21st. John Verga 23rd. Nick Hunt 24th. Randall Drake clear back in 25th. Said he's going to take it easy tonight. Mike Vining in 26th. And Evan Schroeder 28th. Roger Sievert rounding out the field, starting in the shotgun position in 29th place. So good luck to all the drivers out here.
I'm ready for some racing, Rudy.
I am too. Just had a big event here I put on just a little while ago. The Drag Kings drag racing at Sonoma. That was awesome.
I was going to go partake in that, but I didn't have the Lotus.
Pretty good turnout for their first event for the new season. All right, here
I'm
we
looking
go.
forward to see what they're going to use next week. I might attend that event next week.
Legends.
Oh, really? The Legends car? Right on. I just happen to be familiar with that. Well, here we go, buddy.
All right, you want to get them going? You can have the honors.
I'll let you get them going tonight.
All right, buddy. You just sit back, take it easy, get rest. All right, here we go. Lights are off, and they will be going green right here, folks. Pace car heads in, and Galen Goodman not waiting around on that loud pedal. Did not waste any time whatsoever. Roger Wagner will go right into the second place.
Big wiggle by the 63 there, but he's all right.
Jeff Porter in third, and we got a pass for fourth, possibly in the making here. Looks like Joe Roberts and Thomas Keene both get around Steven Pearson.
Got a bunch of passing going on here in the back as guys are trying to find their position on the track.
Now Nathan Sedlick goes around Steven Pearson. Steven trying to get those tires warmed up, I think. Drops it down to the dog leg, and he will go back to seventh real quick. Zachary Miller talking to Zachary beforehand, and very excited about tonight's race here at Phoenix. The guy to keep an eye on, though, is going to be Thomas Brander, already picked up to the 12th place. Our points leader, Daniel Smallwood, in 10th. He's got Dalton England there on the outside of him, so Daniel's got to be especially careful. And boy, Dalton got really loose there.
Yeah, that's the second time the 63's had a big wiggle.
It looks like he's going to kind of back out of it there, and Thomas Branner now looks to the inside of Daniel Smallwood, as Galen Goodman has led the first 3 laps of the race, and he's out ahead by 0.8 of a second ahead of Roger Wagner.
So we got a car on the wall.
I see that.
Caution.
Joe Roberts, if I can catch up with them. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Joe here.
He's just sitting on the wall. Maybe a computer malfunction.
That's
maybe dropped connection.
Highly possible. Driving the Tennessee Honey car. Looks like it may have been because he just went straight right into the wall.
Yeah, it's probably a connection or a hardware problem.
Oh, no. Not a good thing for Joe Roberts already.
No, sir. You saw him finish second this last season, so tough start for the defending champion and the man that finished second in points last season.
And it looks like maybe he might have taken it behind the wall already? Wow. Our first guy out of the race.
Well, now we're hearing it might have been the video card.
And the leader fakes the come down pit road thing there, but a few of them took it. Looks like Roger Wagner and a few of the other guys peel off, come down pit road on lap number 6. Looks like the whole crew back there now. You got it. Kind of makes you wonder, Scott, that we got 3 of them that stayed out. Are they kind of thinking to themselves, oh boy, did I make a mistake there by not coming to pit road?
Yeah, well, there was only about 5 green flag laps on those tires. It's not going to make a great big difference, but, you know, as the long run goes on and on and on, it could at the very end of it.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to haunt them. We're still early on in this race, so there's a long way to go.
Well, that kind of stacks them up a little bit different here. Jeffrey Porter stays out too. Brander stayed out, come in 3rd. Mike Vining also stayed out, and Logan Powers. He will be restarting in the 5th place. Roger Wagner coming off pit road 1st will be 6th. And it looks like Logan Powers has peeled off and went to pit road. So that'll put Roger Wagner in 5th. Thomas Keene starting 6th. Nathan Sedlick 7th. Stephen Pearson in 8th. Dalton England 9th. And Daniel Smallwood will be restarting in 10th.
Oh, we should be getting lights out next time by.
A 1 mile oval here. 1.013.
I was just looking at their schedule here. I see that we're going to be going to Charlotte Motor Speedway next week.
Very good.
125 laps at Charlotte. It'll be a Dayton race, the 4th race of the season next week.
And yes, they do get the 1 to go. Everybody's doubling up now. Galen Gidman will be in charge of this start.
Joe Roberts reconnected, so whatever it was a connection problem. He's going to find himself 3 laps down when he gets back in here, possibly more. But when you're racing for points, you got to get back out there, right, Rudy? You always preach that.
That's exactly right, yes. Even if you can just stay with it and pick up 2 or 3 positions, hey, that's 2 or 3 more points that you wouldn't have had if you would have just dropped out, you know?
If I had $1 for every time you said that, we could buy Joe Roberts a new video car.
Base car's in. Gidman on that gas. Green, green, green. Brander already to the inside, going for 2nd. And he has it. Gets around Jeff Porter. Roger Wagner to the bottom. Inside Mike Vining.
That wasn't a good restart for Steven Pearson. His guys are getting by him on that bottom side, left and right.
Something is going on with Pearson. I'm not sure, but he was hoping to come out of here with a win tonight, but he's not going to do it if he keeps doing that. But looking back,
he's going the wrong way.
Yeah, looking back here on the rest of the field, watching Brander goes way up the hill, almost into the wall coming out of turn 2. And he's doing a little bit of blinking, too. Now he's got a challenge here from Jeff Porter. Jeff's on the inside. Not sure if he's going to be able to complete that pass as Brander comes close to touching the wall. Roger Wagner on the outside. And those two are teammates, right? Actually, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are teammates, and 5th, 6th. Yeah, they're all teammates, all RPM. Now Dalton England. Oh, we got smoke back there, but no caution yet.
Good save. Wow, what a save. Looked like it was going to be a spinner.
Daniel Smallwood on the inside of Dalton England. Kind of like a reverse roll here from what we've seen earlier. For Dalton,
Thomas Keene just fell through, Rudy. And Joe Roberts manually disconnected, so Joe is not back in the race.
Oh, man, must be some major graphical issues or something going on with Joe's equipment tonight. Not sure. I wonder if we could get him up here and talk to him a little bit, Scott. Let me see if I can get him up here.
Is he in TeamSpeak still?
Yeah, Joe Roberts, you got a copy. Joe?
Yes?
Yeah, hey, what happened there, brother?
The graphics card crapped out.
Oh, no, not that.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. I made sure that I was going down this straightaway, everything froze, and then I just made sure I stuck it in the fence and made sure that I didn't collect anyone. That's why I was so definitively up there.
Oh, man.
Yep, it's just, it hasn't had a problem in like a month, and then lap 5, though.
Oh, man, what a bummer. Well, you're not going to be able to get back in then, huh?
Nope, I jumped back in, I looked at what it had like 40 minutes worth of mandatory repairs. It was ridiculous.
Oh, man. Well, that's going to hurt in the points, Joe.
Oh, I know, and it's not going to change until I change out this 980 graphics card. I already know that. I've even gone with the drivers that you've said, and every change works for like 2 weeks, and then it just goes haywire again. Yep.
Well, I know there's some
Car's
issues. There's some issues with that card, but I don't know. Well, we got to pass for the lead here, so hold on a minute, Joe.
Okay, go ahead.
Thomas Brander trying to get around Galen Gidman, dives it to the bottom. Not sure if he's going to be able to make that stick or not. He is going for the lead, though, coming out of turn 4. He does have about a fender on Galen, but I think Galen's going to beat him to the line, and he sure does.
See if he can maintain through 1 and 2 here.
Well,
We're going to stick it in there.
Charlotte next week, Joe. Talk about that a little bit. That track is a lot more optimized, a little bit easier on the graphics card in some aspects. Other aspects, it's a little bit harder because of that big screen on the back. But nighttime racing does kind of seem to drag it down just a little bit more. So hopefully you'll get it sorted out. And next week, maybe we can see you up there in the top again.
I hope.
Oh, Nathan Sedlick going for a ride. Let's see what happened to Nathan.
My feed's a second behind you. I'm going to see what this looks like.
It's on the inside of Dalton, England right here. And let's see, he's trying to... Oh, Dalton England gets loose coming off a 4 and gets into the back of Nathan Sedlick. And Nathan goes for a heck of a ride, and I don't think it was over. He almost went over the fence. He comes down. Wow.
We've seen a 63 having issues since they dropped green flag, Rudy.
Yes, he has.
Been a little squirrely all night.
And he's also going to get hit by Thomas Keene, is going to plow right into Nathan Sedlick as well. So just adding a little insult to injury right there. Both of those cars are going to have some serious damage.
Yeah, Keene just got back in the room. Welcome back to the room, Keene.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, leader bringing them all to pit road once again, folks. Well, Joe, we'll see you next week, brother, and thank you for talking with us a little bit there and telling us what happened. And, man, I'm really sorry to hear about it, and I hope you get it sorted out. Because I know it's a heartbreaker when things like that happen, and I mean we figured it had to have been something malfunction because of the way you just went straight coming out of turn 1 right there and went right into the wall. So
yeah, it's unfortunate. And I wanted to ask you a question actually. How do you feel about going on the iRacing portal and having such a larger audience this evening? I see you got a good color guy, and it seems like you're putting on a good show.
Well, yeah, I'm happy about it, and I'm happy that you guys are happy about it. That's my main thing. I want to make sure that you guys. It's what I've been trying to do for actually about 2 years now, and finally it's been all come to fruition here. And man, I'm excited about it for you guys.
That's fantastic. We wouldn't rather have anybody else in the booth, and having you with a good color guy and everything, it's a really good broadcast. It's a really quality product. And hopefully anybody who's watching this evening, yeah, we're having a couple cautions early, but, it just is what it is. One was technical difficulties, another guy just got loose. It's not anyone doing bonehead moves, and it's a good product and even a better broadcaster. So hopefully come and join us.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Well, thanks for the plug, Joe.
No problem, guys.
Good guy right there, Scott.
Yeah, I like Fireball Joe.
Yep, I'm sorry, man. He had a bad night right there. That's really disheartening. I know he's been struggling with that card. I know there is some issues with the 980s. Now I haven't had any issues. I got the 980 Ti, but I've heard a lot of people having troubles with the 980s, and I've tried to help them, give them a couple tips with a different driver and stuff, and none of it seems to have been working. So
sounds like it's time to just get a new one.
Yeah.
You can only battle a monster for so long before you got to come up with a new game plan. Remember when I did that last year? How long did I battle that heating problem, Rudy? For a good month or two till I got finally sick of getting kicked out of every league race?
Yeah, it's what you just got to just get sick and tired of it and just say, you know what, this is going to get fixed right now.
Yeah, the kicker for me was I fell out of that one race where I went 3 laps down, and me and Tommy Lee made it all back up in 30 laps, and then what was it, 15 to go, and it kicked me out again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, man, had I had a bat near the computer, I would have needed a new computer.
Well, here we go. Stephen Pearson in command. The Mr. B there at the end, the winner of the Truck Series race last Saturday night at IWCR, in the lead and wants to get up there. He will collect the bonus point for leading a lap, but he wants to win this thing.
As I'm sure a lot of guys in this field do.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
going, buddy.
All right. Roger Wagner, last week's winner, so he wants to win it. Pace car is in, and there he goes. Green, green, green. And Brander with a great start on the outside of Roger Wagner. They go into turn 1. He will go into the second place.
Oh, Stephen Pearson staying out there, and now he's your leader.
Yeah, and we have another caution. Wow, what's going on here? Oh, Logan Powers he got railed on that one. Let's see what happened to Logan here. This was right after the restart. I think it was into turn 1. Burger King car didn't turn or something here. Oh, he got on that yellow line. And you know what that does, Scott? That really upsets that car.
Yeah, you can't touch that line at times.
And Galen Gidman going to get into the side of him as well. And Galen's going to get some damage. So I don't know if we can maybe go back here a little bit and maybe we can catch another view of it from a different angle. That one there seemed to be awful smoky.
Stephen Pearson coming down pit road all by himself, Rudy, so he's going to drop the back. Everybody else stayed out. That's a lonely feeling on pit road when you're the only guy on it.
Well, he stayed out on that, but yeah, right there you can see it, and there was a little bit of, looks like Thomas Keene got into the back of Galen Gidman there. Galen had checked up, so he didn't miss, or so he missed that, and Thomas Keene gets into the back of him. You can see right here, Galen's slowed up.
Keene's having a tough night so far.
Oh man, that's like 3 of them he's been in right there, and he's got to have a lot of damage. Gidman on pit road, it looks like. And we got another brand new leader out front, Thomas Brander, and he will collect a bonus point.
Cha-ching. Well, hopefully we'll get these cautions out of the way early, Rudy, and we can get some green flag racing going on.
Yeah, definitely. This being caution number 3 already. And this is not the usual type of racing that we see here at IWCR. We usually see long green flag runs, but I think those are going to be coming here. The field will start getting just a little smaller, and we don't want to see guys getting taken out or anything, but when the field gets a little smaller, it's just a rule of thumb. Things are going to change.
And let's be honest, Rudy, this place is notorious for cautions.
Absolutely, it is. It is. Well, and we have another one out, Jordan Churchill taking it behind the wall. We got several on pit road, Evan Schroeder, Zachary Miller, Nathan Sedlick, and Dalton England. All those guys still on pit road getting damage fixed up. And Thomas Keene will be 6 laps down. Brander will be in command of this. You want to get him going, or do you want me to?
Sure, I'll get them going. We started this thing with 26 of them. We only got 18 left on the lead lap, and only one guy is 1 lap down, and that's Logan Powers. Everybody else is multiple laps down or out of the race. It's going to be your defending champion, Thomas Branner. It's going to get us restarted here as we work lap 29 of 150 at Phoenix, the third race of the season for IWCR. Pace car's off. Branner waiting this time. There he goes. Green's out. We're racing again in the desert.
Somehow Daniel Smallwood slipped into third there with a great run. Mike Vining in fourth. And now he's got company. Charles Grant Jr. almost gets into the wall coming out of turn 2, and that let Jeffrey Porter get by.
Well, there's a whole gaggle of cars back there from fourth place on.
Yes, sir.
All on top of each other.
Kevin Spalding in the Whammo car. Good to see Kevin up there, up in the top 10. Sean Medling in 8th. Andrew Ward, newcomer to the league this season, running in 9th. Randall Drake into the top 10.
Yeah, somebody there in that high side, the 93, is just falling back.
Brandon Kreutz, not sure if he got caught up there and can't get back down into the racing groove. And we've got another one into the wall.
And we got another caution.
Thomas Keene, I seen. Thomas Keene again.
Keene again.
Man. Yeah, this is, not sure what's going on with Keene tonight.
I think the cars are going to wave the white flag soon.
Yeah, I think so.
I've had enough.
Yeah, he
Parked me already.
He got loose coming out of turn 4 right there and hard into the outside wall. Oh, got another guy that got a piece of him too. So, and he's taking it to pit road. Oh, Branner still in the lead. As we bring out another caution here at Phoenix tonight, makes caution number 4.
We lost another one, Rudy. Roger Sievert took it behind the wall. He's going to get a beat on traffic heading towards Charlotte.
Okay, Jordan Churchill says that he's having some bugs or something, that his computer's just not acting right or something there. So he said this is his first race ever to drop out of. So, man, sorry to hear about that.
There's a bunch of guys coming down the road, Rudy.
I think Roger Wagner coming in again. Fresh tires, means a lot out here on a track like this here that's pretty slick. Gonna put Roger way back in the field. Thomas Branner stays out. Daniel Smallwood will restart second. Jeff Porter in third. Sean Medling fourth. Stephen Pearson, Mr. B there at the end, will be fifth. Galen Gidman got his car pretty much fixed up. Just got a little damage in the tail end there where Keene got into the back of him. He's running sixth. Mike Vining comes up pit road. He'll restart in seventh. Charles Grant Jr. 8th, Roger Wagner 9th, and Kevin Spalding in the Whammo car. That's your top 10.
I like that Whammo car. I just saw that. It's a looking paint scheme.
Yeah, it is pretty sharp. You know what I like about some of these paint schemes that you'll see today is people are being original. Their originality, it means a lot. That Josh Witherspoon saying he's having a lot of stuttering. Okay.
Nobody wants to run the same paint scheme the other guys in the fixed series are running.
Oh, no, definitely not. Well, let me see if I can get Josh down here. Oh, he left already. Well, Josh, I was going to drag you down to the booth with me and talk with you, buddy, but, okay, his stuttering on his screen's giving him problems, so. Well, hopefully you get that figured out, Josh, for next week. Going to be at Charlotte next week. That'll be amazing racing. Daytime race for you guys, 125 laps, so get to work and get her fixed up.
Yeah, a lot of technical issues tonight with some guys with their graphics card and computer screens. And All kinds of malfunctions tonight, Rudy.
Well, I hate to say this, but I'm kind of wondering, when everybody's concerned about DirectX 11 coming, that's going to be a lot more graphical than what we're running right now. So you think you got issues now, it's going to be a whole different set of issues when that comes out.
People are going to have to be doing some upgrades.
That's going to kind of force the hands of a lot of guys to upgrade their equipment. So, all right, well, here we go. Thomas Brander, Daniel Smallwood on the front row on this restart. Let's see what they got. Smallwood yet to lead a lap.
I'm rooting for green flag racing.
Yes, sir.
Starting to accumulate.
115 to go as the pace car dives to pit road. And there goes Brander, Smallwood on his tail. And to the inside of Smallwood, Jeff Porter takes a look. Galen Gidman there. Galen Gidman dropping it clear down on the dog leg. What a run.
Man.
Gutsy, moving. Man, he goes into third without a problem.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
He's trying to get by Daniel Smallwood, but he's not going to be able to make it stick. But he did come out of it in third place.
It's got damage on the rear bumper.
Yeah, that's where Keene got into the back of him. Stephen Pearson in fifth. Let's ride along here with Stephen Pearson for a minute. Hear him hitting his throttle points. Gotta hit him perfect or, boy, you're going to go into the wall or lose it. You got to slow down so much in the turns. Just catching a piece of that dog leg. Charles Grant Jr. in sixth place. Roger Wagner, seventh. Let's go back in the field here. Somebody we haven't talked.
Pearson's going to lose a spot here, Rudy.
Yes.
Charles Grant gets by.
Roger Wagner now gets by. So Steven going backwards. Ross Cato, 17th position. He said he wanted to make sure I got his car on camera tonight because of that paint job. And he did a great job painting that car. That's an amazing paint job. Said it took him a long time to do it, too. All-American flag.
Got a battle for second place up there, Rudy. Galen Gibbon on that low side trying to get by.
Oh, almost a... Yeah. But it didn't swerve Daniel Smallwood at all. He stayed right in it. Gidman backing off a little bit now to try to let his tires cool off. And we might see another challenge here in a couple minutes. That seems to be the race out there right now. Logan Powers back in 18th. The whole front end missing off of that Burger King. The ketchup, mustard, and pickles is going to fall out of that.
Yeah, I think they forgot his naps.
Man, Zachary Miller in 19th. Way back here, he is 12 laps down. So tough night for Zachary Miller.
Nothing worse than getting some greasy food and them not giving you any napkins, Rudy.
And Galen Gidman does go into second as he got around Daniel Smallwood. Eventually, he knew that was going to happen. And now he is 1.8 seconds behind Thomas Brander, but he is closing that gap up. Jeff Porter all over the tail of Daniel Smallwood. Cuts it down across the dog leg and tries to gain any time that you can, whether it's a tenth or a half a tenth. You got to do what you got to do to try to gain on these guys. That's what the open dog leg is for.
Starting to see a lot of single file racing now, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Roger Wagner there on the tail of his teammate, Jeff Porter. As Roger stays in the 5th place, still has not led a lap yet today. Last week's winner. Another battle mounting here. Sean Medling and Andrew Ward back here in 10th and 11th. Andrew wants in that top 10.
Here comes Roger Wagner making a move on Jeff Porter. And it looks like he's going to get it, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Looks like Jeff Porter went way up the hill and let Roger go.
Yeah, he gave him room. There's a long way to go. Still over 100 laps left in this race, so no need to push it right now. Sure, these guys are thinking we're going to see another caution before this one's over with as many cautions as we've seen already.
Charles Grant Jr. now looking to the inside of Jeff Porter.
But then again, you'll have those races where you'll get a bunch of cautions early on, and then you won't have enough fuel at the end because you didn't get that last caution you were counting on.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's all about strategy out here, and when a caution comes out like that, it just throws everybody's strategy off. And it's hard for you to kind of figure on it. Then you got to completely recalculate everything.
Yeah, but when you need that caution and you don't get it, it's even worse because it just leaves just a deepening feeling in your gut as you got to pit for fuel. I know because it happened to me earlier.
Nick Hunt back in 17th place in the U-Haul car. Last car on the lead lap at the moment. We've still got lots of guys sitting on pit road. Thomas Keene, Evan Schroeder, Nathan Sedlick, and Dalton England still sitting on pit road trying to get damage fixed up. Brandner out ahead by 1.6 seconds. He said he was going to try to come back from having a bad finish here the last couple of weeks. He's had some bad finishes, but he's got to really work at it to try to come back and get some victories under his belt and pick up some points. Thomas Keene said he had 42 minutes of damage. Holy smokes. 42 minutes, this race is going to be well over half over.
Yeah, they're pretty much done for the evening.
Sean Medling.
I don't know how many positions they would be able to get even if they went back out there after getting all that damage fixed.
Oh, Roger Wagner gets by Daniel Smallwood and goes into 3rd. Smallwood back to 4th. Well, it's a good, safe way to try to stay in the points. Smallwood just get a top 5. As we know, Scott, you don't have to win any races to win the championship.
No, sir. Just got to be the most consistent guy in the field.
Yep. And Smallwood's been in that battle before for championships here at IWCR, so he knows what he's got to do. I'm sure he's got it all methodically thought out, what he's got to do, where he's got to finish to try to maintain that point lead and going into Charlotte next week. All right, Mike Vining back in 8th place. Randall Drake 9th. Randall's been avoiding everything. I like that. It was on the side of his car, Fireball.
Is he trying to steal Joe Roberts' gimmick?
I don't know. Fireball whiskey. Cinnamon whiskey. Okay, there you go.
If I was Joe Roberts, I would claim gimmick infringement. That's a big no-no.
Apparently, it's the name of a cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah, I know what it is. I'm just saying that's Joe's nickname. Gimmick stealing. That's what they call it in wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yes, sir. You know all about wrestling, Rudy.
Oh, yeah. Well, somebody we haven't talked about all night, Eric Lambert. Eric Lambert, I've been wondering where the heck he was at tonight. And here he is running back here in 13th place, part of the RPM team. Like he's just kind of playing it safe for right now. It's about 17.7 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, he's back there hoping for a caution.
Next one to go a lap down is Nick Hunt.
We've got 17 guys left on the lead lap, Rudy. And a couple of them are in dire danger of going a lap down.
Yeah, the leader coming up on Nick Hunt here to put him a lap down.
Rascato will be the next one.
Gidman still hanging on to second place, is pulled away from Roger Wagner by 1.3 seconds. And Smallwood in danger of losing fourth place to Jeff Porter.
And every spot that he loses is a point in his championship lead.
That's exactly right. Cummins Diesel right there on Mike Vining's car. He's drove that car as long as I can remember. He's had Cummins on the side of that.
So Rudy, just looking at the points here, Jeff Porter is Daniel Smallwood's closest competitor. Everybody else around him in the top 6 there are already out of the race or way back in the field. So Jeff Porter really is only his competition right now as far as the points go.
Oh, very good.
But they're running 4th and 5th, so you know when he gets by him, that could be
Jeff Porter
big down the road.
Jeff Porter spins it, dropped it down on the dog leg a little bit too late. He spun it and hit the wall, but no caution, and he's going to have to come to pit road now. That thing's smoking like a freight train.
There you go, Rudy. I jinxed him. The old MaxSpeedTV jinx.
There you go. I hope he didn't hear you say that because he'll be upset.
Wow. No more than talk about it and it happens.
Well, hopefully he can get that fixed up and get back out there. I'm sure he's going to go a lap or two down as he goes back to 15th and about to go a lap down right now. Charles Grant Jr. moves into the 5th place to take up where Jeff Porter was. Jeff Porter comes into his pit stall and gets that car looked at. Steven Pearson in 6th place. These guys all moved up there after Jeff spun.
Rudy, you know how I like to do my Blackhawk updates for all you Black fans out there. The Blackhawks won tonight, 3-1.
Okay, they want to go inside Daniel Smallwood's car here, so here we are. Sorry about that, Scott. I heard you.
You're all right.
I heard you.
We got a caution, Rudy.
Every time I go inside somebody's car like that, it brings out a caution. Let's see where it's at.
Ooh.
Oh, Randall Drake. And you know what? It almost looked like the identical same thing that happened to Joe Roberts. It's just like he didn't turn when he went coming out of the turn. It just went straight. And almost in the same place, too. Oh, a little puff of smoke come out of that. I wonder if he blew the motor or something. He goes hard into the outside wall. Interesting.
That was interesting.
Well, he's on pit road.
Here goes
now.
the leader. Yeah, here come all the other guys.
Yep, everybody heading for pit road.
Ross Cato's going to stay out and try to get his lap back. Don't blame him.
Nope, don't either. He can come around and still pit and still be on the lead lap.
Looks like Zachary Miller's going to stay out. A couple other guys are going to stay out and try to get their laps back. Brandon Kreutz.
Galen Gidman and Roger Wagner come into their pit stall.
Nick Hunt's out there. He's going to try to get his lap back. Nick Hunt's sporting the U-Haul machine tonight, Rudy.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's another unique one. I have seen one other one. A long time ago, somebody ran a U-Haul. I think it was on a truck.
Fittingly.
Well, looks like Brandon Kreutz is down on the apron like he's going to come to pit road. He didn't stay out long enough to lead a lap, but that should give the lead back up, or give the lead to Josh Witherspoon. And Josh will collect a bonus point for leading a lap.
I like that Kellogg's are out there.
Yeah, Frosted Flakes.
Yes, sir. I used to eat me a whole bunch of Frosted Flakes when I was a kid.
Well, let's see.
That I've eaten any recently.
Let's see if we can find somebody else to talk to here. I kind of wanted to talk to Galen Gidman. Galen Gidman, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy.
Well, how's your car there after getting a little bit of a bump there in the rear end? Does it seem to be okay? You look like you're pretty fast.
Yeah, it's fine. Just a little rear end damage. Really doesn't have much effect.
Well, you got enough to get back up there and lead more laps. You led 19 earlier.
I feel like Thomas and I are pretty even. Whoever gets out front's gonna have the advantage. It's pretty hard to pass when two cars are even, and we're pretty close, I think.
Well, you're going to be starting on the outside of them, so we'll wish you good luck, Galen. Go get him, brother.
Thanks, man. That's the idea.
All right, let's see what he can do. Says they're pretty much even.
Now, Rudy, we're getting close to the halfway point of this race.
Lights are out. Let's take a look at the race summary here. This is caution number 5. Not too bad considering the track. And right now, Brander's led the most laps with 41.
No, Galen Gidman's going to be challenging for that. He's not going to make it easy for Brander here on this restart.
Nope. But those two have been used to racing around each other for such a long time. I think it's going to be Brander's going to have to get going here. Pace car's in, and he's on the loud pedal. Gidman gets a good start, though, and is going to have to stay ahead of Daniel Smallwood. Drops it to the bottom. Roger Wagner's there, inside Daniel Smallwood.
He's going to pick that spot, too, Rudy. Look at Galen just diving down there on the bottom.
Man, I'm telling you, doesn't he ever. What a run he got on Brander there.
Ooh, we got a couple banging back there, one on the wall. We got a caution. 6th of the day.
Oh, man, that's a big one, too. We got a lot of cars involved in that one. Let's go see what happened. I think Andrew Ward might have got caught up in that. Okay, it looked like Kevin Spaulding went into the outside wall, but Andrew Ward drove it in there a little too hard and got into the side of Kevin and started to spin. And so did the 78 of Eric Lambert. He started to spin too.
Yeah, that collected a few of them.
Yes, sir.
Including the 79 Kellogg's machine that we were just talking about, Rudy. Maybe we should stop talking about gas.
Well, we can't do that.
Jinxing everybody.
We can't do that, though.
You know what I mean. We're just jinxing everybody that we isolate.
Well, wow. Brander's staying out. Looks like the guys up front here are going to stay out. They barely got a lap in on them tires. Taking a look now at the summary, that's caution number 6.
Rudy, I'll be back in just 1 second, buddy.
All right. The leaders tonight have been Thomas Brander, which has led 44 laps, Galen Gidman 19, Stephen Pearson led 5 laps, Josh Witherspoon led 1. Those have been all the leaders tonight. And right now we've got, besides the guys that are still on pit road, it looks like we're going to have about 15 or 16 on the lead lap yet. Brandon Kreutz getting off pit road. He'll fall to the back end of the field. We've still got some guys on pit road. Andrew Ward, Kevin Spaulding, Randall Drake, Logan Powers. These guys still on pit road. Zachary Miller back out, running about 12 laps down. Oh, and he's blinking here. Blinking. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll try to get a word in. I wanted to get a word in with Charles Grant. Let's see if I can get a word in with him. Charles Grant, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, I got you.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Well, how's your car running? Because, boy, you've been hanging right with these boys up front.
Well, it's been running really good. Just, I'm a little bit tighter in the center than them. And I just made a setup change on the previous caution, so hopefully I fixed that problem.
Very good, very good. Well, I know there's been a few extra cautions out here tonight, which is, kind of fitting for this track. Unusual for IWCR, but fitting for the track here tonight. Do you think you can keep it clean and maybe pull out a top 5 finisher tonight?
Well, that'll be the goal.
Well, absolutely, but you think you can do it?
Yeah, I think I could do it. I mean, it's pretty clean up here in the front.
Very good, very good. All right, well, good luck out there, Charles, and we'll be watching for you at the end.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy.
All right, let's see if he can do it. They get ready to restart on lap 73, so we are almost at the halfway mark here, folks.
All right, buddy, I'm back.
All right.
Say we get some cold water.
Gidman going to be restarting on the outside. Has not been able to get a good restart on Brandner. Pace car is in. And green, green, green. Brandner just takes off like a shot out of a shotgun right there.
Gibman right there with him, though.
Roger Wagner to the inside of Daniel Smallwood again for third.
Oh, Gidman's going to lose it this time.
Man, he dropped it. Oh, and he's going to lose second because of that. And we have another caution.
He's lucky he didn't spin it out. He swerved way too hard that time.
Brandon Kreutz bringing out that caution. Let's go take a look here and see what happened to Brandon. This is right after the restart.
I thought for sure Gidman was going to lose it and he broke loose there.
I did too. Oh, right there. The 04. Nick Hunt going way down. It looks like, and that kind of spooked Brandon Kreutz. And Brandon he's actually the one to come up onto the track sideways. I don't think he's the one that brought it out, though. I think Nick Hunt brought that caution out. So, but under caution again, folks. We just can't get to the halfway mark without having a bunch of cautions, can we, Scott?
Nah, it's been pretty brutal tonight. That's Phoenix.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's no matter what car you bring here. It's usually a lot of cautions.
Well, let's see. Nick Hunt, I believe, is on pit road. Maybe we can get a word in with him, but wouldn't mind maybe talking to Sean Medling. Let's see how Sean's night's going for him. Sean Medling, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, Sean, how's your night going for you?
Better than last week, definitely. I'm just kind of biding time right now and just letting, I'm still not too sure on the setup right now. I'm just kind of riding around right now, trying to play on a few things there, and so far so good. I'm running the top 10 here most of the night.
Oh yeah, 8th place isn't too bad to be sitting right now at the halfway mark. Hopefully you can keep it, steady and straight and intact. Bring it home. Looking at a top 10 finisher tonight if possible, but anything that you can do to try to get up there and challenge Brandner and Gidman. Those guys have been on a rail.
Yeah, they're always tough. I'm always trying to pace them down some way, any way I can. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to play around with a few things, maybe a couple more pit stops, and see what I can do to get up there a little bit further.
All right, Sean. Well, good luck, buddy. When we'll be watching you.
All right, thank you.
Well, Rudy, we are going to be officially halfway.
Yes, sir.
How many cautions is that? 7?
Yes, sir. 7
How many
cautions. It's in 70. Oh, for caution laps, 27. Make that 28.
Wow. How many different leaders have we had tonight?
4 different lead changes. And right now, Brander's led 51 laps.
He's getting close to clinching. Well, the lights are out, Rudy.
Get him going here, brother. Get him going.
Will do. Waiting on the man in the pace car, Rudy.
These
Always
guys
waiting on that guy in the pace car.
Yeah, these guys have been waiting on that guy in the Mustang for pretty much quite a bit tonight.
I'm telling you. Mustang pulls off. Brander, wait a little bit there, and there we go. Green flag's out. Gibman got a great restart there. He's going to be able to get right back down here on the bottom. See if he makes that bold move again going through the dog leg.
Well, he can make that. He makes that look pretty good, don't he?
There he goes.
And it didn't work that time. He did get a pretty good run, but going into turn 3, just not enough to get up with Brander. Roger Wagner clears Smallwood again. Daniel Smallwood back in 4th. Mike Vining 5th. And Sean Medling did pick up one more position here, but I think he's about to lose it as Steven Pearson and him battle it up side by side. Pearson on the inside of him. It looks like he's going to take 7th away from Sean Medling.
And here comes Eric Lambert. He's trying to pick one up off Medling.
Yeah, we haven't seen Eric this close to the front all night. And it looks
There
like
you go.
There he goes. So Eric Lambert moving into 8th. Sean Medling back to 9th. Ross Cato breaking the top 10. And Nick Hunt getting a little bit of a reprieve coming into 11th place. Brandon Kreutz, 12th. And the last one on the lead lap, Josh Witherspoon. Said he had problems earlier.
Sec, Rudy. Got a new second place car. Roger Wagner gets by the 94. Galen Gibman. Ooh, Gibman in the wall there, fighting back.
He's pushing it. He's pushing it real hard right now.
Making it tough on the 31, but the 31 is going to get by him now. 94 might have kissed the wall again there. Having a love affair with the wall, Rudy.
I guess so, yeah. Well, Gidman in a Toyota tonight. Usually he's one of the Ford drivers out here. I only seen maybe 1 or 2 Fords on the track tonight. Everybody's really loving this Toyota. So, but he's doing good in the Toyota. Smallwood still staying in the 4th position. He's been right there all night doing what he's got to do to try to maintain that points lead. Charles Grant Jr. goes into 5th. Stephen Pearson 6th, and Eric Lambert moving into 7th as he got around Mike Vining.
No look now, Rudy, but Gibman's fighting back on Roger Wagner. He wants second place back. These two got quite the battle going on as Thomas Brander drives away from him.
Roger got a great run off to the outside.
A little loose there.
Yes, he was, and Galen's trying to take advantage of that loose condition.
All his battling's allowed the 88 to close in. He's closing in on both these guys.
Yeah, he is right there with them. This could be a 3-car battle here. But while these guys are battling, Brander's pulled away by 2 seconds.
Yep.
Just because he was watching that in the rearview mirror, I'm sure. And he was just loving every second of that. That just gets him out there a little bit further where he can kind of relax. He's out there in clean air.
We're starting to get single file now, Rudy.
Yeah, they're getting spread out pretty good, too. I see Mike Vining, Sean Medling going at it back here, though. And Sean just was not able to get by Mike Vining right there, though. Well, I'll tell you what, one driver that I'm really proud of right now is Eric Lambert. A guy each and every week, Eric has something happened to him and he cannot finish the race, and here he is running in 7th, and gosh, I hope I don't jinx him, knock on wood.
I was going to say, don't jinx him, Rudy. We got a long way to go, man.
Oh yeah, I know they do, but man, I'm very proud of Eric. He's just running so good up here in 7th place. Just keep it up, Eric. Kevin Spaulding back in 15th after getting caught up into that wreck. He is 7 laps down. Zachary Miller, last one on the track, in 16th, 13 laps down. So there's one that right there, what we were talking about earlier. He did not give up. He got back out there on the track, and he's picked up a lot of positions by staying in it. And Nathan Sedlick breaks he is coming back out. Look at his car. That thing looks like it's toast.
Yeah.
But he's back out there on the track. Got it fixed up enough to maybe he can turn some more laps here and pick up a few more positions, because he's got a lot of guys that are either on pit road or out of the race. Jeff Porter out, Dalton England out, Roger Sievert out. So he can.
Yeah, Nathan came into tonight, Rudy, second in the points, so he wants to manage that the best he can with the big hit he's going to take tonight.
Oh, that's for sure. Any positions, if he can pick up another 5 or 6 positions, that's 5 or 6 points he wouldn't have got if he'd have just threw in the towel for the night. Well, since Gidman got around Roger Wagner, he is pulled away by about 6/10. Wow, what was that big stutter? Did you get a stutter too?
Yeah, I've been getting them here for probably about the last 10 minutes.
Could be something server related or something. Hopefully they'll get all this stuff straightened around here in the next couple weeks or something, but it's spotty. It's here and there, it's not something that you can say it's like consistent, because it's not. It's just spotty here and there.
Yeah, it's the one thing you can't control, man, is the internet.
Daniel Smallwood still riding in 4th. Having a good night. You think we dare maybe ride along with Daniel again? We tried it. Last time I tried it, caution come out.
Oh, we can only try, Rudy.
Well, riding along with him as he's watching Roger Wagner now come up on Galen Gidman again. Those two battling it up. Maybe we ought to ride along with Roger. He's right there taking a look. You can hear the tires sliding. So they're using a lot of the tires.
Especially with as much as Gidman's working that dog leg.
They go around the number 79 of Josh Witherspoon, and Josh goes a lap down. Now there's only 11 cars on the lead lap. Nick Hunt, again, the last one on the lead lap in 11th. And Nick's really not that far ahead of the leader. If you look at it, the leader we'll be coming up on him here before too much longer. He is just about one turn behind. And he's got a 3.5 second lead over second place Galen Gidman. Thomas Brander has led 70 laps so far. I don't think anybody can beat that.
No, not at the point. Not enough laps left.
No, even if Galen Gidman led all the rest of them, 53, he could beat him, but it would be real close. Could beat him by a couple laps, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So probably in about another 3 laps, Thomas Brander will clinch the most laps led tonight.
Gidman's under fire for second place again, and Roger Wagner goes back into second place.
Those two, Roger loose.
Wagner almost lost it.
And Galen almost lost it too. And Smallwood took advantage of that and got around Galen Gidman.
Smallwood just back there licking his chops, seeing points.
Licking his chops, I like that. Haven't heard that in a while.
That allowed Wagner to get away, though, Rudy. He's got a little comfort zone now. He battled Galen for all them laps. Now he can take a deep breath, catch his breath here, and regroup.
Yes. Now's the time when you don't even want to try to talk to Roger because he is all business right now.
That's how I am in these moments, man. I hate it when people start chatting in the race room and start having conversations.
Yeah, I can
It's
understand.
annoying.
Stephen Pearson back here, 6th place. He's not too awful far from having a little company as Eric Lambert's closing in on him. Cars get spread out. Sean Medling in 8th. Mike Vining close by in 9th. And Nick Hunt does go a lap down, and that puts Ross Cato. Oh, we have a caution.
Yeah, the 8th one of the day, Rudy.
Let's see who that was.
Spun out on the front stretch.
Ooh, right there, Andrew Ward. But it just looked like he got loose coming out of the turn.
Yep, self-spin coming out of 4. Just lost it. That car's got some damage to it, though. It's had a couple licks already tonight, so
Yeah.
could have played into that.
Yep, right there. He just gets loose coming out of turn 4. Tried to pinch it down too far. He does tap the wall, but not a hard hit at all. So I don't think it added that much more damage to his car. All right, leader is coming to pit road. Sorry about your night there, Brandon. Brandon Kreutz, looks like he is pretty much about done for the night. I'm not sure. He may try to get out there, but he's going to have some damage on his car. But the leader's all on pit road. Drag race off the pit road. Looks like Brandner stayed out.
No, he pitted.
Yeah, he was the first one off pit road. Okay. Roger Wagner will come out second, Galen Gidman third, and Daniel Smallwood fourth.
Everybody got 4 Mr. Feelgoods and a full tank of petrol.
Well, who do you think we need to talk to here? How about we talk to Daniel Smallwood?
I was just about to say, how about Smallwood?
Go ahead, Scott, you want to talk to him?
I'll let you handle the interviews tonight.
Daniel Smallwood, you there?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, 4th place right now. You've been hanging right there in that 4th place. You've yet to lead a lap. What are you looking at here? You're looking at the big picture, the championship. I know it's really early to even be talking about that, but you know, the point lead that you have, you just got to be patient and look at the big picture overall. Just have consistent finishes to win this championship.
Yep, that's what we're doing, is trying to stay consistent and keep the car clean. The guys that were battling with us, they got wrecked, so we're pretty good in position right now. We're just going to try to keep the car clean, and if we get enough to make a run with it, we'll make a run with it, but I'm happy where I am right now.
Okay, are you going to even try to get up there and lead a lap, or try to win it, or, what
I mean, if it comes to it, yeah, we'll get up there and lead a lap, and we'll try to win it, but I'm not out of this. We'll try our hardest to win it. It's like I always try to do.
All right, Daniel, well, go at it here, man, because you're going to be restarting in 4th place. You got some tough guys up ahead of you, I know, but you've been hanging with them, so don't give up hope there, brother, and good luck.
I ain't going to give up hope, and thank you, Rudy.
All right. Good run for Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Brander.
If he can maintain it, he's got to protect that points lead, Rudy. That's the big picture.
There you go. That's exactly what he's doing. And, man, I'll tell you what, that is the best thing in the world that he could possibly do right now, is just look at that big picture.
But at the same time, you don't want to change the way you're driving. You just want to do your normal thing and just drive hard. Well, we got a long way to go here, Rudy. We're still going to have 56 laps to go.
All right, pace car's in. Brander on the gas.
Something tells me we haven't seen the last caution yet, Rudy.
I think you're right, because these guys are racing pretty hard here. Gidman and Roger Wagner going at it again. Gidman takes it clear down across that dog leg. Roger stays right in it. These new tires have really brought up that bravery level.
Oh, they will.
Gidman.
Kind of like drinking.
Yeah. Gidman still trying to hang on to Roger Wagner. Roger's awful strong on them new tires. Man, I'll tell you, he has really got a good running car right now. And Smallwood staying right there with Gidman. And Charles Grant Jr. finally breaking the top 5. I think he was in the top 5 earlier, but...
Always good to be in the top 5 late.
Yes, sir. Steven Pearson 6th. Eric Lambert 7th. Tom Medling 8th. Mike Vining 9th. And then it's quite a ways back to Ross Cato in 10th. Ross kind of giving a little bit of a breathing room there.
So far, so good on the old Max Speed jinx on Eric Lambert, Rudy. He's fighting it off tonight.
Yes, he is.
I think he found some anti-Max Speed.
Is that like kryptonite or something? Or?
I don't know. Maybe he got like a bottle of Zephyr Hill sitting next to him or something and just wrote Max Speed on it and said, "Not tonight."
Oh, my God.
You never know.
Drinking bottled hemlock or something. Well, Roger's under fire again from Galen Gidman. Those two race it up pretty hard right here. Interstate Batteries on Galen Gidman's car. 3rd place finish. Not happy with that 3rd place. He wants that win tonight. Roger Wagner coming off of a win last week. Running in 2nd. Hasn't led a lap yet tonight. But I wouldn't count him out for a win. He had a little boost in the arm there from last week. That win kind of really... Whoa. Boy, Roger got loose right there, and there goes Galen by. Galen takes up 2nd. Just a little slip in the turn like that's all it took, Scott.
Yeah, that's all it will take. These guys are racing hard right now. Smallwood just kind of hanging there in 1st place, Rudy. He doesn't want to get caught up in anybody's drama, so...
No.
He's just trying to find some comfort zone on the track here, protect this points lead.
It's plenty early yet that he doesn't need to be up there mixing it up with them. Just when it comes down to it, if he's got enough saved up that he can challenge somebody maybe for 2nd or 3rd, that's a smart thing to do right now.
Yeah, because right now he's not racing any of these guys for points. None of these guys are anywhere near him in the points right now. So
Right. He just needs to just stay where he's at and be happy with the 4th place finish this week. Try to go get him next week at Charlotte.
But then there's the competitor, Daniel Smallwood. He's going to try to get every position he can before this is over. But now he's going to have to play protector here as he's starting to get some company from behind and Charles Grant Jr.
Yep, Charles is closing in on him.
Charles is listening to our conversation saying, hey, wait a minute.
I know them two are teammates in Checkers or Wreckers. Charles Grant Jr. and Daniel Smallwood.
Did not know that.
Yep. So I'm sure they're going to race each other clean. Oh, who was that?
Ooh, we got another caution.
That was Brandon Kreutz. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Brandon here.
A tough night for him, too.
Yes, it has. And I really thought he wasn't going to be able to complete this race, but
sounds like another graphics card here, Rudy.
Straight into the turn.
Yeah, now that he's staying on a graphics card. So, wow, a lot of issues tonight with mechanical failures.
Oh, my.
Actual hardware.
Yeah. Well, the more we demand, these higher graphics and stuff from iRacing, I hate to burst people's bubble, but this is the kind of thing that you're going to come up against right here. Like I said, it's going to open up a whole new can of worms if and when they go to DirectX 11.
Oh, yeah.
So, if people got problems now, they're going to have a whole different set of problems when that comes out. All right, leader, bringing them. Yes, sir. Coming to pit road.
See if anybody can beat Branner off. I think that's going to be the only way they can beat him tonight is to get him out of that number 1 so somebody else can control the restart.
Well, we are in that window. Do you think anybody would try 2 tires?
No, not yet. If we were a little closer, maybe, but not this many laps left.
Yeah, and from what I'm understanding, these cars do not like 2 tires. You do 2 tire changes, they do not like them anymore.
Yeah, I never raced this car, so I wouldn't be able to speak from experience, but this late, with this many laps left to go, this would be a bad idea at this point.
Mike Vining stayed out, and I'm not too sure who won that race off pit road. I'm showing Galen Gidman as ahead of Thomas Brandner, but he was about 0.3 quicker on pit road. He had a 14-second flat pit stop to Brandner's 14.3. So Gidman I think he won that drag race off pit road.
I think he did too.
Very good.
How about that?
Well, Mike
So
Vining.
there's what we're talking about. Somebody's got to beat him off the road to beat him on the track because he's controlling all the restarts and he looks to be the strength of the field. So now maybe you push him back in traffic a little bit and see how he responds then.
Yeah, the car won't be in clean air anymore,
Nope.
Well,
and as you know, when you get in traffic, anything can happen, Rudy. So he could get shuffled back and it could become a whole different race.
Well, let's see if we can maybe talk to... How about we talk to Nick Hunt? I haven't talked to him in a while.
All righty.
Nick Hunt, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, back in 8th place, Nick. You've been staying with it tonight. And, man, I'll tell you what, it's been pretty rough out here sometimes, but you've been keeping your car pretty clean. The U-Haul car looks great out there on the track. Tell me about your racing so far tonight.
Well, I don't have a lot of speed, so I've just been kind of playing it safe and trying to stay out of trouble. I got a little damage by hitting the wall on my own for no reason, but, I'm just trying to get what I can. I know I can't run with the top guys, but I'm trying to get my best finish I can with what I got to work with.
Well, not too bad. Considering, you started 24th tonight. You're running in 8th. That's got to say something.
Yeah, sometimes old Mortis wins.
That's right. Well, nothing wrong with being a dark horse sometimes, or the underdog, you know. So, man, I'll tell you what, you've got a chance to win this thing if things get a little dicey up there in the front and you get guys together, but just stay out of the wreck and make it through clean. You may have a shot at it yet, so don't give up on that.
10-4, we're going to try to do what we can.
All right, brother. Well, good luck here as you're about to go back green.
Take yours off. And Gibbon didn't wait, Rudy. He got a big old jump. He wanted to control this restart. Smallwood got the lane underneath the 24 here. We'll see if he can make it work.
He's trying. He's got it.
That's what I was talking about. The 24 might get shuffled back here.
Yeah, he's not in clean air.
Ain't got it yet.
Oh, and Brander comes back big time.
Somebody in the bottom wall there. Might have been Steven Pearson.
I believe it was. He's back going again, but.
Yeah, I think it was him. He got hard into that inside wall. Lost it coming off a 4.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of left front damage on his car now. That's going to be tough. That's going to affect the handling of that car big time.
Yeah, it's going to end his chances of winning here tonight.
Roger Wagner on the inside of Mike Vining takes over 7th. Mike Vining back to 8th. Cautions tonight that was caution number 9. For those of you who wanted to know how many cautions we've been. And everybody chasing Galen Gidman now out there in clean air, feeling what it's like with Brander chasing him instead of the other way around, Scott.
Yeah, that's got to feel good to Galen Gidman. He chased Brander for so long. Brander, you know, he knows he's got to get going here. He knows he can't sit back and let Galen just drive away from him.
He's staying with them, but, you know, it's like we always say, catching them one thing, but getting by them's another.
That's it. How about old Smallwood here now up another spot to 3rd place? The way things are going right now, he will maintain his points lead at this pace.
Here we are, 25 to go, folks.
And how about Sean Medling there in the top 5, Rudy, and Eric Lambert running 6, Mike Vining running 7. Some names we don't hear a lot here in the top 10, but here they are late in the race and having good runs here tonight.
Yeah, this is great. I guess that says a lot about the patience that these guys have been showing out here tonight. I think this has all been about patience because this track is so
tough. That's how this place usually is. Yeah. You got to have patience here. If you don't have patience here, it'll eat you up and spit you out.
Well, Pearson's still running in 8th. Roger Wagner way back in 9th place. Now, he's been up in the front pretty much all night long, and here he is back in 9th. Not sure what's going on there, but I look for him to try to work his way back up through the field here. He's starting to close.
The problem is he's running out of laps.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're almost down to the 20 to go here in a couple more laps.
He's one of them guys that's hoping there's another caution to bunch everybody back up so he can try to get some spots on the restart.
Nick Hunt goes into the 10th place? Yeah, he's in 10th, okay. And Ross Cato just outside the 10th place for, he was up in the top 10 for the longest time. Now he's just outside of the top 10. Josh Witherspoon, last one on the lead lap. He's been staying with it after having some issues earlier. I forget what he said, something about, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. My memory's gone. Andrew Ward.
Going over against Rudy.
Andrew Ward back out in 13th place, 3 laps down. Kevin Spalding in 14th. Zachary Miller in 15th. We've got quite a few. Oh, we've got another caution.
Number 10.
10.
Sounds like Ross Cato was in it. You were just talking about him, Rudy.
Oh, go figure, huh?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's go back and see what happened.
Telling you, Eric found a way to fight off them Max demons. You tried to put him on him, but nope, he found a way.
Oh, Ross got into the back of Nick Hunt right there. Well, I mean, he just pile drived him in the back. Down here a little closer. He just really tagged him. And Nick Hunt's going to go around and into the wall hard. Boy, he hit that hard. The 34 gets into the back of him. That's Evan Schroeder. Evan had just got back out onto the racetrack, too. All right, well.
Now you might see somebody gamble and take 2 tires. Because they didn't get a lot of laps on those tires, so you might see somebody do that here.
Yeah, and this is the thing that I'm wondering too, because you know, as the leader, let's just say Galen Gidman here. Let's take him for example. Does he take the chance and take 2, or does he do 4 and somebody behind him takes 2 and beats him off the pit road? It looks like he's going to do 4 tires.
Yeah, I think everybody did 4.
20 to go here, and Smallwood is going to beat everybody off the pit road.
How about that, huh? The old points leader says, hey, I want in on this action.
That's right. Well, Ross Cato stayed out.
Has Daniel led a lap yet?
No.
He will now. There's an old bonus point. Cha-ching.
So Daniel Smallwood, he comes out second. But Ross Cato is coming to pit road.
Yeah, he was involved in that incident, so.
Daniel speeds up just so he crossed the line, and he does get the bonus point for Daniel Smallwood.
He would have got the next one either way, but yeah, he got that one.
Great deal right there. Well, let's see, somebody I know we talked to Thomas Brander earlier, but how about we talk to Mike Vining? Got a few people in chat here that like that Mike Vining car. So, Mike Vining, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, 7th place. You've been keeping your car pretty clean. How's it feeling out there tonight? You only got 19 laps to go.
I think I got a pretty good car, Rudy. It's taking some time to get used to the track, but it is coming together.
Well, it's looking good out there. I just wanted to let you know we've got a couple of people in chat here rooting you on. They love the Cummins on the side of your car. So
I bet one of those is Jeff. Say hi for me.
I believe it was. Yeah, I do believe it was. So
Good worker, I mean. Good guy, man.
Oh, okay. Well, he's in chat watching you, so that's pretty good. But you think you got a winning car tonight, or do you think you got a top 10 car?
I actually think I got a top 5 car if I can get up there. I know the car can do it.
Well, you're looking good out there. I'll tell you what, we've been watching you all night long, Mike, and you've been staying right there with them guys. That's what you got to do. Now it's go time. You got to go. So good luck out there. I'm going to let you go because you're about to go back green, bro.
Yes, sir. Thanks for everything, Rudy.
All right, get them going, Scott.
All right, buddy. This may be the last restart of the night.
That's highly possible. We're going to be restarting with 17 to go.
I'm going to let you handle all the interviews at the end again tonight, Rudy.
Okay.
I'm going to go across the street as soon as this race is over and go get me some flu. All right, pace car's off. And Smallwood's on the loud pedal, and we're racing again here at Phoenix. We got 17 laps to go here in the 3rd race of the season. And look at Gidman driving in. Oh, he almost ran Smallwood over, but eats Brander up the track. Brander lost his momentum. Gidman dives it hard through the dog leg, but Smallwood maintains the lead.
Well, Smallwood's not laying down. He was going to play it safe there, and he played it pretty safe the whole race long. And now it's coming down to the end, and he said he was going to try to go for the win. So hopefully that don't come back to bite him.
No, that's all you can do in this situation is to go for the win. There you go. There's a late caution. We got him wadding up back there. Charles Grant Jr.'s in it.
And the number 78, that would have been Eric Lambert.
Yeah, that's Eric Lambert. He fought them max speed demons off for a long time, but they finally got him, Rudy.
Yeah, I know it. Well, we're watching here, and now those two are teammates. No, I'm sorry. No, they're not. No, they're not.
I was going to say, that's even worse.
Nope. No, Eric Lambert's RPM team and Charles Grant Jr. is in Checkers or Wreckers. So, but yep, just getting into the back of them. And that's actually the first time I've seen Eric Lambert. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Actually, I think that was the first time I've seen Charles Grant Jr. involved in anything tonight. So, but we're back up here. Daniel Smallwood will maintain the lead now. Does he come to pit road? No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No more pitting tonight. I don't think you'll see any of these leaders make another pit stop. Only the guys in the back. You got some guys in the back going down pit road.
Well, as fast as Gidman's been, I'm kind of curious as to the fact that if he does have something stored up for Smallwood here coming down to the end of it. But I would like to get a word in with Eric Lambert. Haven't talked to him in a while. Let's see if we can get a word in with him. Eric Lambert, you got a copy?
10-4.
Well, Eric, what do you got? You can ask Scott. I just said here a few minutes ago how proud I was of you to see you up there running as good. It always seems like every week we hear you having the baddest luck. You know, and I hope I don't jinx you, knock on wood. But, man, I'll tell you what, I'm very proud of you. You're in the top 10 this week. How's the car feeling?
I really like this track, and you know, Galen and Roger and all them here at RPM, they put together a great set, and I feel really comfortable behind the wheel. And I really hate that I brought out that caution. He blinked in front of me, like off my screen, and by the time he showed back up, I was in his bumper because I was already back to the gas. So, I mean, I hate it, and I'll jump over and I'll apologize to him afterwards because that's not how I do, and you know that. So I feel bad, but I was really hoping for that top 5, and I really thought the car could get there, and so I don't know how bad my nose looks now. But
it doesn't look too bad. But new paint scheme on the car, do you think that's brought you some good luck to this week?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think it's just an product of the track. I really like Phoenix, you know, and I like Iowa, and I kind of like these multiple groove tracks. Like, you know, I passed the 73 there on the outside coming off of turn 3. So, I mean, with the way they put this car together, I can get it to stick about where I want it. So,
all right, brother. Well, we're going to let you get back to work, and hopefully you can get it up there to the top 5 and have a good finish.
10-4, thank you, and just remember, we're rooting for RPM here, so.
Okay, you better be. All right, Eric Lambert.
Well, Rudy, we're going to have 11 laps to go when they take the green flag. Can Smallwood hold on?
Well, that makes caution number 11, which is really really uncharacteristic of IWCR, but it's a product of this track. I got to agree with you on that, Scott. This track is just a tough track.
Powerful car on its little track. Well, get us going, Rudy.
Roger that. Brander looking to try to get a win out of this. Gidman trying to get a win. Let's see what they can do. Pace car on pit road. And Smallwood with a little trick right there. Kind of a dirty trick, but he got Gidman. Gidman trying to come around the outside now. And he cuts it.
That big weave to the bottom.
Yes, sir. Right down on that dog leg and right to the inside of Daniel Smallwood.
See if he can make it work. Smallwood's going to get the run off the corner.
I just seen some smoke, tire smoke back behind him. I don't know what happened, but no caution yet.
Good. Everybody's good.
Gidman and Smallwood still at it. And here comes Brander. Brander taking... Wow!
Gibman ran Smallwood high into one there and opened the door for Brandner.
Wow,
I don't
look
think it was
at that.
deliberate. He just overdrove the corner.
Brandner back to the front, and he's looking to capture this victory, as now he has led 91 laps out of the 120 or 150.
And it may be over now. We saw these boys chase Brandner all night. He's back out front now. It may be all but over.
Yep. Gidman, I don't know if Gidman's got anything left saved up for Brandner right now, but Smallwood wants that second place back from...
Brandner's in the wall. Oh, we got another sprinter behind him, Mike Vining.
No caution, though.
No caution. Nope. Wow.
And there you go. Gidman back up front, Smallwood second, and Brandner in third. So they're swapping it up. Did you tell me they're racing hard? Ooh.
Sean Medling has snuck up into the picture, Rudy. Look at this. He's in fourth place, and he's sneaking into this fight.
Well, he said he had a few more things that he could try on his car, and whatever he did, it is working. Man, maybe he learned a little something about this place tonight and that car.
Yeah, if these three guys all pick each other out, he'll be sitting pretty as long as he don't get collected.
That's right. Brandner trying to get by Smallwood now. Smallwood battling it back. Jeez, oh man, look at this. This is crazy.
And Smallwood's got to protect the points lead in this. He can't have any major incidents here where he gets wrecked out and loses all these points. So he's got to take it easy here at the same time of racing hard.
That's right, yeah. You know, and like he was saying earlier, he just wanted to look at the big picture. Well, I think he better start looking a little bit right now. And I know the racer in it is telling him he wants that position back, but look at the big picture. You're on the podium. You got the points lead by a lot. Take the third place, tuck your tail between your legs, and look at next week. Well, I don't think we put the curse on Mike Vining. I hope not. Hope Mike ain't mad at me. But he's running back here in seventh. He's good.
How about Eric Lambert? He's worked his way back into the top five. We'll see if he can get to the finish.
Yeah, this is man. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I am so proud of him. What he has done here. This is amazing for him.
Well, Rudy, it was a pleasure calling this race here with you tonight, buddy. Thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Well, thank you for helping. I appreciate that. And, you were requested by Randall, so... Brandner
almost spun it. Well, I appreciate Randall requesting me, and these guys want me to come over and call the race. I had fun tonight.
Well, I hope you get the feeling, brother. So
thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go get me some Theraflu, hoping that'll help. My girlfriend's been texting me, "Go get you some Theraflu."
There you go. All right,
so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, buddy.
I'm gonna sit here till the end at least.
Okay, Smallwood back into second as he got a run on Brandner. Brandner had to check up. They're coming to get the white flag right here. Galen Gidman with a great comeback after getting some damage from Thomas Keene earlier. One more lap to go. White flag in the air, folks. Gidman just in cruise mode right now. 2 more turns, and he's got the victory. Smallwood second. Brandner third. Brandner all over the back of Smallwood.
Ooh, he drove it in there hard, but he's going to have to settle for third base. He had to get out of it.
Gidman crosses the finish line first sideways. On purpose, I know he did. So good run. Congrats here to Galen Gidman for IWCR Gen 6 Series. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. We'll get out of here and talk to the guys here in just a minute.
Congratulations to Daniel Smallwood on maintaining his points lead and coming home second. And I know it's not going to sit well with Thomas Brandner, but last year's champion brings home a podium tonight, and that's got to feel pretty good.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to drag these guys up here.
All right, Rudy. Well, have a good night, buddy.
All right, see you, buddy. Thank you.
See you. No problem. Everybody else, y'all have a good evening.
Galen Gidman, you got a copy.
I do, man.
Well, you did it, brother. You held them guys off. You battled it hard. Tell me about that last run from the drop of the green flag.
I've had a few wins over here, but this was by far the most fun. Thomas was just so stinking today. And Daniel kept catching the cautions. He didn't have the pace Thomas and I did, but, if he caught enough cautions, he was going to win it. So I don't know how I passed him on that side and won, but I'm not going to complain about it. That was pretty cool.
Well, it looked like the show out there today, pretty much between you and Thomas, you guys just dominated today. He led 91 laps, you led 42, but you led the last one, the most important one. Bring home a victory. How's that going to settle in going into Charlotte next week?
Hopefully it gives me a little momentum. I don't know if I've ever had a good finish here at a Charlotte race. So hopefully it's some good momentum. But, I missed some races. I didn't get provisional. I'm not in here for points, just in here for having fun, and that was so much fun. Just that last run, I gotta go watch again because that was just ridiculous.
It was
crazy.
It was very, very crazy. We seen you and Daniel battle it up there, and you both got a little squirrely, and Brander shot to the inside and took both of you. And then the next thing you know, you're battling back, and you took it back from him because he gets loose. So it was just a crazy ending to this race. So, but you brought home first place. Congratulations, Galen. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank iRacing for letting us do this on iRacing Live. That's so cool. I want to thank you for broadcasting this. I hope everybody had enjoyed their race. I wish we'd had more cars at the end, but I feel like that was a pretty good last little run there. There was tons of good racing that I saw out there tonight, so that's pretty cool. And I want to thank Raw Power Motorsports. Things happen outside of my control that mean I don't have a ride with lockdown anymore. I wish those guys all the best. Be with Raw Power here for a few weeks, so I'll look for something better. So if there's any Pro Series teams that are looking for a driver, I have some setup experience Gen 6. I'm a decent driver, and let me know.
All right, Galen, well, thanks a lot, buddy, and go celebrate your win here tonight at Phoenix.
Thank you. Hey, did you...
Wait a minute, what did he say? What did you say, Galen?
I said you like that across the finish line there?
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was you did that one other time too, and I thought, oh yeah, there he goes sideways across the finish line. That's cool.
I had to ask. I've tried that a few times, but I never had it go all the way around and then straight again without hitting anything. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Okay, second place, Daniel Smallwood.
Got you, Rudy.
Tell me about them last few laps with Galen and Thomas Brander. Holy smokes, tell me about it.
Man, that was breathtaking. I got to pick who gave me the right calls. Well, they made the right decision. They got me up in first. They were quick and just went from there. I was able to get that bonus point that I needed. It was fun racing Gibman. We slept there and won, and Brander came in and take it. Then Gibman got by him, and I was able to get by him after a few laps, and it was fun racing those guys.
Well, what I'd like to know is how did you keep that car so clean out there tonight?
I don't know, man. I'm usually a short track racer, and this is my kind of race, and I'm usually able to keep it clean on short tracks than most people.
Well, you did a good job of it. Well, Mom and Dad, proud of you tonight, bringing home second place. We watched you, and you could have been, like you talked about earlier, looking at the big picture. You weren't going to just lay down to it, though. You were going to try to go out and get the win. But looking at the big picture and try to stay focused on that. And like you said, second place, third place had problems tonight, and that just kind of boosted you even further ahead of them in the points. So going into next week at Charlotte, you're going to have a pretty good point lead. How's that going to affect your driving? Are you going to try to lay back, or are you going to try to go out and really go for the win in your next week?
We'll do like we did this week. We'll just stay consistent and keep the car clean. we'll be using that Highland, I think, a lot in Charlotte. So I'm gonna be liking that, and so I think we have a good chance there, Charlotte.
All right, Daniel. Well, anybody you want to thank tonight?
I gotta give a huge shout out to Michael Gonzalez. He made the paint and spotted me a lot tonight. We had some issues during the middle of the race, but he got back in here and started doing it again. He does what he does best. And I want to thank you, Rudy. I want to thank Checkers Records, Thomas Keene, Michael Gonzalez, Zachary Miller, Charles Grant Jr., and Calvin Choi. And I want to give a shout out to Calvin Choi's family. They had lost their grandpa a few weeks ago. I ran that car last week, but I couldn't get a top 3 for them. But I wish I could have ran it this week and got a top 3, but we couldn't. But they're still getting a shout out. And I got to thank Nationwide for coming on board with us again this year, and hoping Dale Jr. gets some good luck next year or this year.
All right, Daniel. Well, thanks a lot, and go celebrate that bigger point leads, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Heck yeah.
All right, thanks. Okay, now we're down to Thomas Brandner in third place tonight. Thomas, tell me about them last few laps. I'm losing.
I really don't want to talk about it, but I guess I have to. It's going to be a tough one to swallow. You know, I feel like I had the car tonight, and it showed from much of the race. And that last restart there, you know, a couple of restarts before that, I got started in second. You know, losing that valuable first place and letting him control the starts really changed the race for me those last 50 or so laps. And I just kind of overdrove it. Those two kind of got together, and I got by him, and I, probably was already thinking checkered flag, and got off a 3 for the first time in the night, and just got into the fence, and that was it. But a great job to both of those guys. They both deserved their finishes. Galen was amazing. Daniel had a great run tonight, and he's had a great year so far, so it's going to be tough to keep up with him. I'm just glad we had a good finish and to kind of get on the right track in this season.
Well, we were talking about, you, of course, led the most laps tonight, 91 lap. But once you were out in that clean air, how much better was the car out in clean air than it was back in the field?
Yeah, it was a pretty big difference. When I was in the front, you controlled the start, so you kind of get that little breathing room, and you kind of just focus on the track, and you don't have nothing to really worry about, and it allows you to go faster. And when you restart second, I'm sure Galen can tell you this all night, when I finally got started second, there were about 50 to go and lost that track position. I could get to him a couple times, but it's just you lose the track a little. You're focusing on the car, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite the same as it does when you're in the lead. And it hurt me tonight, and I still had a shot at the end. So big credit to the team that gives us this car. And but Galen, great job with the win. So.
Well, a lot better finish this week anyhow. Now a third place finish, coming from 15th tonight, leading the most laps, finishing third. How's that going to affect you going into next week at Charlotte?
Big picture, after I can get through tonight and understand I might have let one get away from me, I'm really happy with the finish. Third place is going to go a long way to get this year going in the direction I needed to go, hopefully gain some points. And it's going to be big. It's going to get the momentum started for us, and we really needed it tonight for this 24 team. And But I'm ready for next week. Hopefully we've been in this position before. When you have a chance at the win, you can't let them go. This series is so tough. And we'll learn from it, and hopefully won't let that happen again.
All right, Thomas. Well, thanks for filling us in on everything, and good luck next week, and congrats on third place tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Rudy. And I want to thank you guys real quick for putting this series on at IWCR and iRacing for allowing you to broadcast it to everyone. It's a really big thing for us. I hope a lot of new people got to see what we have going here, and it's a big thing, and I want to thank this team for the cars they give me every week. I can't thank them guys enough, top to bottom. And obviously my dad at home, big supporter of mine, always watching, and my two girls at home, Becca and Emma, love them to death. So thank you guys.
All right, thank you, Thomas. All right, let's run down through the results here real quick. Galen Ginneman coming home the winner here tonight with a fantastic finish after a kind of a caution-filled race here tonight. But Daniel Smallwood coming in second, Thomas Brandner third, Great finish for Sean Medling tonight, coming in 4th. Eric Lambert rolling in the top 5. Great finish for him. Mike Vining in 6th. Stephen Pearson, 7th. Andrew Ward, 8th. Roger Wagner, 9th. Ross Cato, 10th. Josh Witherspoon finishing 11th. Charles Grant Jr. in 12th. Kevin Spalding, 13th. Zachary Miller, 14th. Nick Hunt, 15th. Brandon Crute, 16th. Randall Drake, 17th. Nathan Sudlick, 18th. Thomas Keene, 19th. Logan Powers, 20th. Jeffrey Porter finishing 21st. Evan Schroeder, 22nd. Dalton England, 23rd. Roger Sievert, 24th. Jordan Churchill, 25th. And Joe Roberts, first one out, having a graphic card issue, finishing in the 26th position. All right, again, congratulations to our winner here tonight at IWCR, Galen Gidman. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. Special thank you to iRacing for allowing us to broadcast up to the iRacing portal, and special thank you to Jack Davidson for all the behind-the-scenes things that he does to make this happen. So thanks again, and we will see you Sunday night. We'll be back here Sunday night. Tune in for the SRA Truck Series. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.